Welcome back to Celeb Hype, the place where we dive into the stories of celebrities, where we are peeling back the layers, uncovering the journey, the trials, triumphs, and the life away from the spotlight. Today's feature is the incomparable Charlie Sheen. Before we dive into the story of Charlie Sheen, don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss out on unraveling the stories of true icons. Charlie Sheen's story is one of epic highs and devastating lows, a journey filled with fame, fortune, and unimaginable struggles. From his rise to stardom in blockbuster films and hit TV shows, to his infamous public meltdowns and personal battles with addiction and scandals, Charlie Sheen's life has been anything but ordinary. Join us as we delve into the captivating and chaotic world of Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen was born Carlos Erwin Estevez on September 3, 1965, in New York City. He's the youngest son of veteran actor Martin Sheen and artist Janet Templeton. Growing up, Charlie was surrounded by the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, thanks to his father's acting career. However, it wasn't all smooth sailing in the Sheen household. Martin Sheen's career demanded extensive travel and long periods away from home, which sometimes created a strained environment. Nonetheless, Martin and Janet were devoted parents who encouraged their children's creative pursuits. Charlie and his siblings, Emilio, Ramon, and Renee, often found themselves caught between the worlds of Hollywood's glimmer and the more grounded, sometimes volatile, family dynamics at home. Charlie Sheen's interest in acting ignited early. He appeared in his father's film, The Execution of Private Slovik, in 1974, when he was just 9 years old. However, his formal entry into the acting world began in the early 1980s. After being expelled from Santa Monica High School for poor attendance and bad grades, Charlie decided to pursue acting full-time. His first significant role came in 1984 with the Cold War teen drama Red Dawn, where he played Matt Eckert. This role was followed by a breakout performance in Oliver Stone's critically acclaimed Platoon in 1986, where he portrayed Chris Taylor, a young soldier facing the brutal realities of the Vietnam War. Platoon was not only a commercial success, but also cemented Charlie's status as a serious actor. The late 1980s and early 1990s saw Charlie Sheen's career skyrocket. He starred in a string of successful films, including Wall Street in 1987, alongside his father, Martin Sheen, and the cult classic Major League in 1989, where he played the wild and unpredictable pitcher, Ricky Vaughn. His performances were praised for their intensity and authenticity, earning him a place among Hollywood's A-list. In the early 2000s, Charlie transitioned to television, landing the lead role in the hit sitcom Two and a Half Men, premiering in 2003. The show was a massive success, and Sheen's portrayal of the hedonistic jingle writer Charlie Harper became iconic. His character's blend of wit, debauchery, and underlying heart made Two and a Half Men an instant hit. The chemistry between Sheen, Cryer, and Jones contributed significantly to the show's success, and Sheen's comedic timing and delivery were often cited as key factors in the show's popularity. At the height of its popularity, Charlie Sheen became the highest-paid actor on television. By 2010, he was earning a staggering $1.8 million per episode. This remarkable salary reflected not only the show's immense success, but also Sheen's pivotal role in its appeal. His performance garnered critical acclaim and several award nominations, including Golden Globe and Primetime Emmy nods. However, despite the show's success, behind-the-scenes issues began to surface. Sheen's personal life, marked by substance abuse and legal troubles, started to interfere with his professional responsibilities. His erratic behavior and frequent absences from the set led to tensions with the show's producers, particularly with creator Chuck Lorre. These tensions came to a head in early 2011, resulting in Sheen's highly publicized departure from the show. Sheen's exit from Two and a Half Men was marked by a series of controversial and bizarre public statements, including the infamous Tiger Blood and winning interviews.
It's like, winning? I don't know, man. I was banging 7-gram rocks and finishing them because that's how I roll. I have one speed, I have one gear. Go. Because I'm me, I'm different. I just have a different constitution, I have a different brain, I have a different heart, I have a different, I get tiger blood, man. I'm too smart to blink, and I cured my brain. That's epic. The run I was on made Sinatra, Flynn, Jagger, Richards, all of them just look like, droopy-eyed, armless children. I expose people to magic. I expose them to something they're never otherwise going to see in their boring, normal lives, and I gave that to them.
His departure left a significant void in the show, which the producers attempted to fill by casting Ashton Kutcher as a new character. While the show continued for several more seasons, many fans felt that it never quite recaptured the magic of its earlier years with Sheen. Despite the tumultuous end on 2.5 Men, Charlie Sheen's impact on the show and television, in general, remains undeniable. His portrayal of Charlie Harper is still celebrated as one of the most memorable characters in sitcom history, showcasing his unique talent and undeniable charisma. Charlie Sheen's love life has been as eventful as his career. He has been married 3 times and has 5 children. In 1990, Charlie Sheen was engaged to actress Kelly Preston, who would later become well known for her roles in films such as Jerry Maguire and Twins. The couple was living together in Sheen's home when a shocking and bizarre incident occurred that would ultimately lead to the end of their engagement. One morning, while Kelly Preston was in the bathroom, a loaded handgun that was reportedly left in Sheen's pants pocket accidentally discharged. The bullet struck Preston in the arm, causing a minor injury. Sheen rushed Preston to the hospital, where she was treated and released. Although the injury was not life-threatening, the incident was a wake-up call for both Sheen and Preston. The shooting incident was investigated by the police, and it was determined to be accidental. Sheen later explained that he had placed a pair of his pants, containing a small revolver, on a chair in the bathroom. According to Sheen, when Preston picked up the pants, the gun fell out and discharged upon hitting the floor, causing the bullet to strike her. The accident highlighted Sheen's reckless behavior and his casual attitude toward firearms. The media coverage of the incident was intense, and it put a spotlight on Sheen's increasingly erratic lifestyle. Although no charges were filed against Sheen, the incident had lasting consequences for his personal life. Preston went on to marry actor John Travolta in 1991, with whom she had 3 children and remained married until her death in 2020. Shortly after the shooting, Kelly Preston ended the engagement and moved out of Sheen's home. The couple's relationship had already been strained, and the shooting incident was the final straw. For Sheen, the incident was an early indication of the turbulent and chaotic personal life that would follow him throughout his career. It marked the beginning of a series of personal and legal troubles that would become synonymous with his public persona. His first marriage was to model Donna Peel in 1995, but the marriage was short-lived, ending in 1996 amidst revelations of Sheen's involvement in a Hollywood Madam scandal. This scandal erupted when Sheen's name surfaced during the highly publicized trial of Heidi Fleiss, a notorious Hollywood madam who ran a high-end prostitution ring catering to wealthy and influential clients. During Fleiss's trial, it was revealed that Sheen had been one of her frequent clients, spending an estimated $50,000 on her services. This revelation shocked the public and tarnished Sheen's reputation, as he admitted under oath to having spent significant amounts of money on call girls provided by Fleiss. The scandal brought intense media scrutiny and embarrassment, leading to further strain on his nascent marriage with Peel. The strain and public humiliation contributed to the rapid deterioration of their relationship. Donna Peel, who was also grappling with the sudden thrust into the public eye and the associated pressures, decided to file for divorce. The couple's marriage lasted barely a year, ending officially in 1996. This was a major public relations crisis for Sheen, and marked the beginning of a series of personal and legal troubles that would follow him throughout his career. It also highlighted the extent of his risky behavior and set a precedent for the numerous scandals that would continue to plague his personal life. In 2002, Charlie Sheen married actress Denise Richards. The two had met on the set of the film Good Advice in 2000 and began dating shortly afterward. They got engaged in December 2001 and tied the knot on June 15, 2002. Their marriage was initially seen as a fairy tale union between 2 high-profile Hollywood stars. The couple welcomed their first daughter, Sam J. Sheen, on March 9, 2004. However, behind the scenes, their marriage was already beginning to unravel. Reports of Sheen's ongoing substance abuse and wild partying began to surface, causing strain in their relationship. Denise Richards later stated that Sheen's behavior became increasingly erratic and that he was often absent from their home. As Sheen's problems with addiction and infidelity grew, so did the tension in their marriage. Richards alleged that Sheen had been unfaithful multiple times and that his substance abuse was out of control. She also claimed that he had become verbally and physically abusive, creating an unsafe environment for her and their daughter. Despite attempts to reconcile, the situation reached a breaking point. In March 2005, Denise Richards filed for divorce while 6 months pregnant with their second child. This move came as a shock to the public, as the couple had recently appeared to be working on their marriage. The divorce filing was highly publicized, with Richards citing Sheen's substance abuse, violent behavior, and infidelity as reasons for the split. Their second daughter, Lola Rose Sheen, was born on June 1, 2005, amid the ongoing divorce proceedings. The birth of Lola did little to mend their fractured relationship. The divorce turned acrimonious, with both parties engaging in a bitter custody battle and making serious allegations against each other in court. Richards sought sole custody of their daughters, expressing concerns over Sheen's ability to provide a safe and stable environment due to his addiction issues and erratic behavior. The divorce was finalized in November 2006, but the conflicts between Sheen and Richards continued for years. They frequently clashed over custody arrangements and child support, with Richards often returning to court to modify the terms in response to Sheen's ongoing struggles. Despite their tumultuous relationship, Denise Richards has stated that she always tried to prioritize the well-being of their daughters and maintain a co-parenting relationship with Sheen. As we close part 1 of Charlie Sheen's extraordinary journey, we've seen not only his meteoric rise to fame, but also the early signs of the turbulent storm brewing beneath the surface. From the pressures of growing up in a famous family to his early successes in Hollywood, Charlie seemed destined for greatness. However, behind the scenes, his personal life was beginning to unravel. We've touched on the first cracks in his seemingly perfect life, his reckless behavior, strained relationships, and the early brushes with scandal. These early signs were just the beginning of what would become a very public and painful descent. The pressures of stardom, the relentless media scrutiny, and his own personal demons were setting the stage for the dramatic and tragic episodes that would follow. Tell us in the comments what you think of part 1 of the story of Charlie Sheen, and don't forget to like and subscribe for part 2. Because the story doesn't end here. In part 2, we'll dive deeper into how these struggles intensified during his third marriage to Brooke Muller, leading to more public scandals, legal battles, and the ongoing fight with substance abuse that nearly cost him everything. We'll also dive into the infamous meltdown that led to his departure from 2.5 Men, his shocking public revelations, and how these events shaped the later years of his career. Stay tuned for part 2, where we continue unraveling the chaotic and complex life of Charlie Sheen. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to ensure you don't miss out on the next chapter of this captivating story. Because with Charlie Sheen, there's always more to the story. Until then, keep your head high and your spirits even higher.